Alright guys, for the last bottle in the Shiner Texas Cold Front Pack is Morello Dark Cherry. So this is their Bohemian Black Lager, brewed with cherries. Morello cherries. Well, it says juice it up with a twist of Morello cherry. So it says brewed with cherries and the natural flavor added, so I don't know if they're cherry juice, pulled cherries. Anyway, it's got cherry in it. So, I expect this one to be pretty cherry forward, as the candied pecan one was, but I guess we'll find out. So, yeah. Comes in at 7% ABV, and yeah, so that's about the basics. I haven't had, couldn't tell you how many Bohemian black lagers I've actually had. Sure I could count them all in one hand. Not really a common style that you see, but with the cherries, probably makes for a pretty good base. So check it out. All right, so as for lager, definitely want to pour this guy out cold. So pretty dark brown black looking color to it. Yeah, I'm not getting really much of a tinge of any sort of brown at the bottom at all, so it's pretty black, honestly. Tan light, I'd say like a very light mocha head. Kind of looks like coffee creamer or carved from, like, or I guess the foam from nitro coffee, whatever. Anyway, looks the part. Try the aroma. Yeah, that's a lot of cherries. So Shiner doesn't kid around when they are brewing stuff with other flavorings. Candy Pecan Porter had a lot of candy pecans, and the Morello Dark Cherry has a lot of dark cherry. That's primarily what I'm getting, is just cherry juice. Can't say I'm getting really any other aspects of the beer. The cherries are pretty predominant. I would typically find, maybe some, excuse me, some dark chocolate, toasted, kind of like a pretty heavily toasted bread type aroma coming from this. Typically very clean. Yeah, cherries. So let's check it out. Cheers. Oh my. Okay, so that is a lot of cherry. The bad thing is that definitely has a cough syrup type thing going for it. Specifically cherry cough syrup or cough drop. Not the cherry that I was getting on the aroma. I mean, it really smelled like juicy cherries. I kind of expected a really nice cherry, pretty dark cherry juice. Oh boy. Ooh. Yeah, so unfortunately, that one is not very good. So, the cherries are there, but it definitely has artificial cherry on the flavor. And it's got some decent bitterness on it too, which really does not help that artificial cherry-like flavor. The base beer comes out a bit more here. It has that toasted, roasty type of character that you would get from a black lager, or any sort of porter stout, typically, pretty much. But that bitterness to it definitely doesn't help out. There's really not any kind of sweetness from it. It's just kind of an artificial cough syrup type cherry flavor, with that sort of toasted malt. I'm really not even getting like the dark chocolate that I want, because that cherry sort of covers that up. You can get cherry-like flavors from dark chocolate, from some of those chocolate malts and things like that, or aromas, flavors you get from this type of darker style beer. But that fake cherry just sort of covers any of that natural, you know, type of jamminess, I guess you would get from some of those beers. Oh, yeah. So this one, I would pass on. I don't know if this is what they were intending for it, but it's not doing it for me. Just it's too fake feeling. The candy pecan porter was awesome. Everything was great about it. I really was impressed with this as far as this one goes. This is on the opposite side of the spectrum, and I guess on the how good it is or whatever. Cherries are there, just not the right cherries, and yeah. So anyway, passing this one. You know, if you're gonna get that 6-pack, be wary. I would say personally, I think this one was definitely a miss. If you want to try any of them, you could probably pass on the Frost. It's fine. There's better local beers, honestly, for that style. I mean, if you're looking for Pilsners or something like a Helles, something that's similar to the Dortmunder style, you know, St. Arnold and plenty of other local breweries make great German-style lagers. But the Candy Pecan Porter was awesome. So that's probably the one to check out of that 6-pack. I would just grab singles of that, to be honest, and pass on this one. And the other one's fine. But I think that if you want a less bitter Pilsner style beer like that, just St. Arnold Summer Pils will do it for you. Yeah. So anyway, yeah, this one is not good. I don't know. I would say maybe a 2 out of 5. I do not feel like finishing this one, to be honest. So that's pretty much it for Shiner Morello Dark Cherry. So as always, cheers, and I'll catch you guys later.